Hey guys, so I'm about to start my meal prep, and I was just going to make a little video and kind of combine all the steps that I take to do some meal prep. I'm probably not going to do everything in this video, but I'm going to share you some stuff. So yesterday I actually boiled my eggs yesterday was Saturday. I boiled my eggs for the upcoming week, and so that's done. That takes like 12 minutes. And so I just stick them in the fridge, and when it comes time to pack my bag or mats for the week ahead, we've already got that done. Last night when I got home, I took cashews. We stopped at Sam's on the way home from Oxford, and I got all of my veggies for the week. I got my nuts. I stopped and got meat for the week, and so I went ahead and just made these little baggies of cashews because that's going to be part of our snacks for the week. So that's done. And so meal prepping, I think, is overwhelming because people think about, excuse my nasty house. Sorry, I usually close that curtain. That's my laundry room. It's not cute. But a lot of people get overwhelmed by it because there can be a lot of steps. But you can meal prep and plan just according to how far you want to take it. You can plan for the next 2 days, the next 3 days. You can plan just your dinners. You can plan just your lunches. So today I'm really just focusing on snacks and lunches for the week ahead. Mostly for myself. I'm going to plan out for Matt a couple days ahead too. But I just got home from church and working on lunch for our family. But this morning, while I was getting ready for church, I went ahead. I'm having couscous this week. And so I went ahead and I made my couscous on the stove. Not couscous, what am I saying? Quinoa on the stove. I went ahead and I made my quinoa because that's part of our lunches. And so I've already got that made. And I've got these nifty new little portion control, not portion control, but meal prepping dishes. I have 12 of them. I ordered them from Amazon. They come with a lid. And so this is what we're using this week. And so I'm just portioning out my couscous with my yellow container, which is carbs. Why do I keep saying couscous? It is quinoa. I'm so sorry. It is quinoa if you're watching this very closely. And so I will just portion that out, fill it up, and it's actually a lot, and it just goes in one of these containers. Okay? So I'm doing that with all 5. And I'm going to work on my veggies and my proteins later, and I'll be back. Okay? Hey guys, you're going to see my family coming in and out of that curtain over there. No, I forgot to mention this earlier, but this is my meal plan. So it's not complicated, really. I know how many containers I have. So the reds are for proteins, the greens are veggies, the purples are fruit, the yellows are carbs, the blue and the orange are healthy fats or dressings, and the gray is like a tablespoon. So that's olive oil or peanut butter or something like that, or almond butter. So this is what I'm working based on. I took this to the grocery store. I looked at it before I went. And I bought everything that I needed for that. So that's what I'm starting with, okay? So I've already got my quinoa in my containers. I've got some for Matt and for myself. And Henry loves quinoa. And so I actually made him some. And he will take this to school in his lunches as well. He's in there eating it right now. And if you can hear him, he's going, he loves quinoa. So that's awesome. And so the next thing that I'm going to do is I actually steamed some veggies today for our lunch. So I just added some of those in one of the containers, what I had left over, and I gave Matt some. And so now I'm going to start building some of the other stuff. I still don't have my proteins done yet, but like I said, I'm doing this in steps just as we go throughout our day. But I've got this huge container of kale and spinach, and so I'm putting that in my containers for the days that I'm going to have salads. And this will keep these little containers. I'm making mine for all 5 days. Matt's not a fan of the, make your food, prep it for 5 days, but I am. It works for me. I don't mind to eat it, and it stays fresh. It stays really good. And so I'm just putting this in these containers. And honestly, guys, I get on my meal plan the way that according to my calorie range, I get 3 green containers of veggies a day, which is really kind of a lot. It's really a lot. I get 3 of these a day. And so, but I don't ever hesitate to get more greens, more veggies. So if I have 4 containers, I don't think that's that big of a deal. One of my healthy fats, I buy these steamed bags of edamame beans, and I just steamed it. And so I will sprinkle that onto my salads measure that out, and I'll sprinkle that onto my salads or with my other steamed veggies that I have. And so that's my healthy fat, one of my healthy fats for the day. And that's really easy, guys. Like, really, all this stuff, if you can see my house, it's kind of a mess. I'll show you. Like, this is my meal prep counter. This is my stove. I still have food going on the stove, and if you look behind me, like, it's kind of a mess. But it all comes together, and it's all worth it. It saves me time. It saves me money. I don't run through the drive-thru, and I know I've got good, healthy food for me and my family, and so that's why I do it. So this is where I'm at. I've got tomatoes next. I bought these beautiful, like, heirloom little grape tomatoes, so I will cut those and put those over my salads as well. And after that, all I have left to do is to cook my proteins, and it's a beautiful day outside, and so I'm going to go start up my grill in just a little bit, and I'm going to cook flank steak, some shrimp, and some chicken for the week. And that will be okay, guys. I've changed. So I promise this is like just a process that I do like over time. Like, I ate lunch with my boys. We spent time together. They went down for a nap. My grill is going, and so I was going to show you just what I'm doing for my proteins. Okay. I'm recording, so. But it's nothing complicated. Like, we have a whole bunch of chicken because my sister is here and we're doing hers too. And I have a flank steak, and we boiled, you can come in. We boiled some shrimp already. And so you don't have to, like, I'm eating chicken, flank steak, and shrimp. Flank steak and shrimp can be a little costly, and I don't do it every week, but it was kind of cheap where I found it, and so I decided to go for it. But all I'm going to do is put some olive oil on it and this chili lime. It's a seasoning blend that I got from Trader Joe's that I'm in love with. And then I'm just going to grill it, and that's it. And then once it cools, I'll put it on my containers. I've already boiled my shrimp. That took like 5 minutes. And so that is the next step. All right. And so I'm done. Well, actually, I'm not totally done. There's still a big flank steak on the grill, and it's almost done. But I wanted to show you what I have done. And so these are our meals for the week. So these are mine. I've got salad, I've got quinoa, I've got chicken. This is shrimp and salad and veggies and quinoa. I'll put some flank steak in there. These are Matt's. His have a little bit more in them than mine do, obviously, because he's a guy. But I also went ahead and prepped a bunch for the boys. So like Henry and Milo will both have shrimp in their lunch tomorrow. Henry loves quinoa. This is quinoa, corn, and edamame. Milo loves corn on the cob, like fresh corn on the cob, so I just cut that off, put it in there with some edamame. They have bags of veggies for their lunches. They'll have peanut butter in their lunches. They will have, usually some days they get a peanut butter and jelly. They love peanut butter and jelly, so they have that some days. We've got cashews for all of us chopped up, and so that's it. It's not everything, but it's most of the stuff that we will eat throughout the week, and so it's done. Like, we don't have to worry about it. Like, every day when we go to school or to work or to whatever, we just look in our fridge, pull out our lunch for that day. Matt usually makes the boys' lunches, so this will simplify it for him a lot of days. And so that's it. That's our meal prep. All of it total together probably took me about an hour. I did it in bits and pieces because we had church. You know, we had to eat lunch, and then my sister actually came over, so we got to hang out while we did it. And so it seems like a lot of work, and it seems overwhelming, but it's not. You just break it up. You have a plan to get started, and you just take that plan and you create it. And these portion containers are awesome. Like, I'm so glad I got them. They were not expensive. I got 12 of them in one, and so I just pop the top on there, and I will pack these babies up and take them to work. I might even take all of mine for the whole week. And Matt's obviously will stay here. But that is it. That's one whole lunch, and it's done. I don't have to think about it. I don't have to wonder what I'm going to eat. I don't have to wonder if I'm going to go to a drive-thru. I don't have to spend money. And this way, honestly, it seems it's a lot of food, but I will eat all the food. Like, nothing that I bought at the grocery store will go to waste this week. And that's a huge thing for me, because a lot of people think that eating clean and doing this type of meal prep is expensive, but honestly, I used to waste so much more food than when I did it this way. So I hope that gives you some ideas. If you have any questions, please feel free to ask me, message me, comment below this video, and I would love to help you. Have a good day, guys.